Okay, I think we're good now. I'm pretty sure there shouldn't be any issues with sound.
Can you hear us now?
Stream's not up yet, though.
Stream's video still loading.
Can you even hear us, Heph?
I can hear you now, yeah. I had to restart OBS.
Stream is now up.
I can't tell where the volume level is. Are they overpowering on stream, or is it a decent volume level?
You sort out that. I'm gonna go get a coffee.
Somebody talk.
Hi.
Yo, what's up?
Hello.
I'm here. Here I am talking right now. This is me doing talking.
Volume level sounds fine to me.
I'll be right back today.
Sounds fine as long as you don't have a really big echo.
And with that, I mute the stream because I don't really need to listen to it while I'm in TeamSpeak.
Yeah, no shit, right?
I just have it open on my laptop, so. I'm on the server trying to find a couple more pieces of this weak magic essence because I found out what it can be used for. Upgrade it into better stuff, or you can turn those ones with a piece of coal into coal crops, really?
Okay, now we should be good. This is really fucking retarded. It's really pissing me off. I've got 3 monitors on my desk, and only 2 of them are lit because of Crossfire. I bet you $5 if I turn Crossfire off. Guess what happens? That second card turns on.
It works.
Which would, fucking murder my FPS for awesome games like Crysis 3.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Crysis 3 looks amazing.
Does it?
It is.
Does it look better than the first one?
Duh.
Heph, do you
say
hate
duh.
Well, it's fucking 8 years newer. I hope it looks better.
Yeah, and one was built for hardware that didn't exist at the time, and the other one was built for the Xbox 360.
True. But Far
It was
Cry,
built for the same damn
Far
hardware.
Cry and Crysis, both were like the de facto, as far as benchmarking was concerned.
Yeah.
Hope you guys who have crappy computers or crappy internet connections don't feel bad about this, but I'm broadcasting at like 6 megabits at 1080p 60 FPS. So, yeah. You'll be able to watch again in a few days, I'm sorry.
Can't they just tone down the
People in
stream
the
quality?
chat. In this TeamSpeak, we're going to try to have a adult, gentlemanly conversation. On Twitter, people just go back and forth and say whatever they want to say, but here in the TeamSpeak, we're going to try to be mature about it.
Exactly. That's what this TeamSpeak was put up for. I can say whatever the fuck I want on my Twitter. That's my soapbox. In this TeamSpeak, I will be as respectful as I possibly can.
Honest.
And brutally honest, but still respectful. Because just waiting for Slowpoke to get some tea or some
I'm ready.
Oh, I thought you were getting tea still. You didn't say anything.
No.
Coffee.
I'm just waiting for you to sort your monitor out.
Oh,
But yeah,
I think we're good.
So okay, so before we start, can I just make this really, really
can I just
clear?
should I just put like stream chat and moderators only mode? That way nobody can, you know what I mean?
Really don't care.
Well, it's like censoring, but it's also keeping the peace.
Yeah. I just want to say before we start, with regards to all of this conversation, yeah, when it comes to you and this Red Power mod, I've said what I need to say. That was yesterday, and that is that I'm not going to put it on FTB. You know why I'm not going to put it on FTB.
I have never had a
because I
problem
think
with you
it's-
not putting it on FTB.
Okay. And after I don't know why you're even bringing that up on your stream later before, because it's nothing to do with me. It's like I'm literally totally indifferent to about what you do with that mod now. I've made that clear both on the Forgecraft room and in my own stream and everywhere else. It's like I have not even brought the subject up. I haven't said anything to anyone in like the best part of 24 hours.
One
But
thing you
you're
do need to know, though, is that Bryman was not completely honest.
I'm sure there's a reason why Bryman hasn't been unbanned from our TeamSpeak. I know he wasn't completely honest. Do you think I'm stupid?
I didn't say you were stupid. I said you were misinformed. You think that he is not being completely transparent, which is true, and I am glad you saw that because, well, this has been going on a lot longer than you thought.
Of course, it's been going on a lot longer than he implied. In fact, he's actually admitted that he was complicit in the making of this thing. He said that,
And
he
releasing.
said that you were the problem is he tried to imply that he was misled by you into thinking that we said that this was okay. Which is really strange because
I didn't
we
bring it
only
up to you.
spoken-
Yeah.
Well, we only spoke 3 nights ago about
Exactly.
this.
And this has been going on
Which-
for a month and a half.
And that kind of makes me feel like, well, what the hell are you saying on your stream just a few minutes ago? Because you said there was a week in between you speaking to me and you releasing that mod. I don't know how there can be a week in between that because
I
we
think it
know
was on
we
like the
spoke.
9th. Well,
We spoke 3 nights ago. You released the mod last night. There was less than 48
the
hours.
first time. The first
You
time
only
when
spoke to me once about it.
I've talked to you twice about it.
No, because I went off and got Direwolf straight
Yeah,
away.
and that
That
day
was the same
was
conversation. That was
that-
3 days ago.
that was not 3 days ago.
It really was. It was
No.
less than 40. Okay, you can. I don't know what's on with your clock, but it was either 3. See, you've got to remember, I'm on a different time zone to you, so it might be 4 days ago for you, but for me, it was 3 days ago. Because
Let me check my Skype logs. I mentioned that I had talked to you. I'd literally just gotten off TeamSpeak with you, and I was like, "Hey, this is the skinny. This is what's going down." I asked Dyer and
It might
Slow.
have been 4.
I'm gonna check the date. We're gonna look at it right now, and I'll put it on stream so you can verify. Let me see
Seems
here.
fair to me.
Because all I said to you was, both me and Dyer sat in that room, and we said,
You can't touch
"Do
it.
not." Yeah, well, actually, we didn't even. All we said is we will let Elram know that you've done it, and see what she says. And that's what we fully intended to do. Was to, if we got a chance to speak to Elram, we would have let her know. I don't expect she would have accepted it, but at least we would have asked. And that's all we possibly could have done. And then, like 2 days later, or the next day, it was like 36 hours later, you said to me, "Should I stream this?" And I was like, "Do not do it." And I said it over and over again, and I even made it clear, I'm not joking. Do not do this. It's a really bad idea.
Except that I said, "Why not?" And you said, "Well, I can't stop you, but you shouldn't."
Yeah, I can't stop.
You didn't say
I
not
can't.
to. You said I shouldn't do it. Just don't do it.
Hold on.
It's gonna be bad.
It's not "don't do it" the same as not to do it. How? No matter how you say
No, the tone of voice you were using is like, "It's your ass. Don't do it." Not "Don't
And
do
what
this
it has
because."
been your ass. Look what's happened. You've literally alienated everybody who 3 or 4 weeks ago you claimed to have respected. Like the entire mod development community has literally gone against you overnight.
I'm okay with that.
And no matter what you say, because I'm not being funny, right now I may be wrong, but my impression is that you've been backed into a corner that you didn't realise you'd be put in, and now you're just trying to save face. That's my honest impression of what you're doing at the moment.
I'm
And
not
you say
trying to
whatever
save
you like.
face.
Well,
I mean, obviously you weren't there talking to Palomar and I earlier. You know,
Yeah, see,
him
the
and I were
problem with that-
him and I are trying to reach a middle ground as far as what I said to him about EE2, and
Yeah,
he
see,
said
the
this would be a
problem
good. He said this would be a good point for me to, if I were to continue on the path of Red Power, at least let the community know that I am respecting somebody. Whether or not whatever the fuck I do with Red Power is honestly legally up to me. If she can't stop me, nobody can stop me, and there's not a damn thing
Well,
you can do
then
about
she
it.
can stop you from distributing it.
Not really, actually. Not
If you distribute
U.S.
her
law.
assets and her texts, she can.
She's still not protected. It's a legal gray area, and she really can't do anything except for taking me to court, which will just cost tons of money and get her nothing in return, and I'll just civil slap in the
alright,
face.
I mean, that's fine. If you ever want to do that, whatever. I mean,
I mean,
at
at that point it becomes moral because
Nobody's
it's no
gonna
longer
touch
legal.
it. You know, no non-Technic ain't gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. No major
I'll
mod
bet
touches it.
Technic would touch it.
I'm pretty sure, based on the conversations I've had with Technic over the last couple of months, they won't go near it with a barge pole either. Yeah, I'm speaking to Technic. I'm sorry, man. These things that you're saying about FTB and our past and that, I don't know where they're getting them. Where did you get this idea that we pressured them into putting the donate button up?
Because you pressured me. You told me this. You pressured them
No, I didn't.
into, like, hey, do this the right thing, show your permissions, and at least show some sort of semblance of support. Put up a donate link, link to something.
No, they had a donate button up from day one. You're like delusional. I'm not being funny, mate, but quite seriously, from the day they put up their pages, they had donate buttons up there. If you go through every single mod, actually do this. Go and look at every single mod and what it is they ask people to do.
By the way, this
They
is my
ask
stream
people
chat.
to
I won't
link-
load. So
They ask people to link back to their thread.
if you think I'm ignoring you, chat, I'm not. Twitch TV is being a retard. So
Yeah, I can't see chat either, so we're not ignoring the chat. We just can't see
I can
it.
see. I can see the
Okay,
chat.
if you can see it, you're the only one who can. But I'm not being funny. If you go to every one of these mods, none of them ask them to link to their donate button. They just ask them to link to the thread. That's it. Technic put the donate buttons up because they wanted to. I've never had a problem with what Technic did with donate buttons. The only problem I ever had with them...
But you cannot deny
that
that was either pressure, indirectly or directly,
No,
from the
they
moral
did
stance
it.
of FTB.
No, they already had the donate buttons up. They did it right at the beginning. I don't know where you got the idea that they didn't.
I
was never about
I have
donate
been on the
buttons.
Technic page way long time, before I even knew you, to download the Technic launcher, and there was never a fucking donate button there. Ever.
Nothing, not... I can tell you this, right? I can tell you this now. I am quite happy, because I can probably do this now, to get, even though I don't really like the guy, to get Cake and Mix or Cheap Shot on here, and I can have them confirm to you that I have never, ever once said anything to them about donate buttons. I've asked them about permissions, but donate buttons? Yeah, no, that's nothing to do with me. Like, not at all. Completely. And this is me defending Technic here, by the way. You know, this is me
Which is
defending
rare.
Technic in their old days. Yeah, I wouldn't be saying this if it wasn't true, because this is Technic back then. But I'm not going to stand here and say, oh God, I'm the one who's responsible for them putting donate buttons up. God, no.
Indirectly you are, yeah.
No, I'm not. It was already there.
It's
before we
pressure.
existed. It was there before we existed.
Whether or not you exert pressure purposely,
No, how can we put
People have
pressure on
seen-
something when we don't exist?
people have seen FTB as being on the white, and Technic as being on the black. If FTB does something, people are going to follow suit, aka the bad guys.
Heph, can you just listen? How can I put pressure on something? Or how can
Indirect
FTB
pressure.
No,
by
we
by
didn't
doing the right
exist.
thing, you exert pressure.
You're not listening. We didn't exist when those donate buttons were
We
there.
did exist.
No, we didn't. Those donate buttons have been there. Like, Technic has been around for a lot longer than FTB. A lot longer. FTB only became sort of really official November last year.
September.
November. Well,
The
I'm pretty sure
cursors
the
leading
forums
up
went
to it.
November. I'm pretty sure the forums went up November, but whatever. Yeah, Technic had already been going for a year by then. The Technic website had been up since February, and they had donate buttons up then. Because I remember in March going to speak to them and speaking to KKMix directly in a PM, and we even acknowledged that in that PM that he had a donate button and a donate buttons for every single mod. Because I've still got the PM. Their donate buttons were up long before then. Now you can accept that or not, whichever way you want to go. But there's other accusations as well. I'd like to know what your answers are for them.
ones?
What's this thing about us changing because we've become a business?
You have. You become a
But we
business.
haven't become a business yet.
You are a business. You are operating
No,
like
we're not.
one.
No, we're not.
Whether you've done the actual work of it and actually made it legal, you operate as a business. You've said this many
How?
times.
What do we do that operates as a business? We don't take money.
You've said it many times. I am operating FTB as a business. This is a business to me. This is where I make
What?
money. This
What?
is my business.
No, I
my
haven't. No, I
business.
No, my stream is my business.
And your stream is derived from the FTB machine.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. FTB is. I'm sorry, but you can't associate the way I run my stream with the way I run FTB. That's not right at all.
It's kind of hard to separate the two.
FTB is about to become a business, but it's about to become a business because, and I hope you understand that it's not. I'm not making it a business because I want to get rich off the back of it, and I also hope you understand that in the process of becoming a business, and every single mod developer will be happy to confirm this. I went round again, even though I didn't need to, and spoke to every single mod developer involved and reacquired permissions for every single one of their mods, and also reacquired permissions to use their mods in this new third-party system that we're going to be implementing that doesn't require permissions, and also reacquired to see if any of them were actually interested in selling merchandise through our shop, which we're going to be doing, thereby creating an income for the mod developers. And virtually every single one of them, well, actually, no, let me make this clear. I haven't had a single one of them say no. Not one. Every one of them was supportive in every single way of what we're doing and why we're doing it. Everyone, without fail. Didn't even have one question it. Most of them said I should have done it ages ago. In fact, I will be honest with you now. CPW, Parma, people like that, they were telling me to do this a year ago and I resisted it. I'm the one who resisted turning it into a business. People were telling me to do this a year ago. And I didn't want to do it because I didn't feel there was a need to do it until now. And the only reason I'm doing it now is because if I don't do it now, then FTB will stagnate because we just cannot support ourselves anymore. We've had 3 million unique users on FTB in less than a year. We can't sustain that on a purely voluntary basis. It's impossible. And if somebody can do it, they're a better man than me. That's just the reality of the situation. But up until this point, no. My stream is my business. More importantly, my stream is my living. But again, let's go on to the next part that you're saying. I've profited to the tune of thousands of dollars off the back of FTB. No, I haven't. I've profited to the tune of thousands of dollars, apparently, off the back of my stream. But am I the only streamer that makes money off of this? No. Am I the only person who makes money off the back of mods? Absolutely not. I don't see you crying about any other streamer that does it or any other YouTuber that does it. Are you saying that my success as a streamer is was purely on my involvement with FTB?
Not at all.
No, it absolutely wasn't. So why
It sure
am I not allowed to
slingshotted
take
though.
donations?
It did
Pardon?
change a lot of things.
I'm sorry, but no, it didn't.
You used to average about 150 or so back in the day before all this shit took off. And because of the momentum of FTB, you now
I'm not saying
average
it didn't
thousands
help, but
at a time.
I don't average thousands. I average 1,000, maybe 1,500.
I come in here when you're like 2,500.
Yeah. Do you want to bet? Do you want me to get you the figures to show you the last time I hit 2,500? I've maybe
3
done it
weeks
once
ago.
in the past 3 months. Maybe once in the last 2 or 3 months I've done it. Normally it's about 1,000 to 1,500, but that's completely irrelevant because am I the only one who makes big numbers off of FTB? God no. There are people who make much bigger numbers than me off of FTB. Go and shout at them. No, of course you're not going to do that because you did it as well.
I have never used FTB actually.
Excuse me?
I played FTB.
Ever used FTB to stream? Are you sure you want to go with that line?
I think the last time I actually played an FTB pack was, I don't know.
You've done FTB maps? That's how I bloody met you, was because you were doing FTB.
Last year.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but you've done it.
And I've never played FTB since. Occasionally.
Up until 3 or 4 weeks ago, hell, you were freaking begging to be on the FTB team. And we tried to get you on 3 times, and 3 times because of circumstances out of your control. That's fine. I'm not complaining. I don't think I ever did complain. You weren't able to fulfill the things that we wanted you to do.
When was the last time you asked me to join the FTB team?
It hasn't been for months because every time we've tried to get you in there, something's happened in your life that's prevented you from doing it. And I can't bring people on who have lives like that. For Christ's sake, we've had trouble with that in the past. You know this. You don't need me to tell you this. But so again, why are you making?
How have I profited off of FTB? I
I
haven't played
streaming. Have you never ever taken a single donation?
There's a difference between taking donations for my stream and people supporting you openly because you are the entity. You are FTB, Slowpoke. I hate to break it to you, but you are FTB.
Yeah, but why is there a difference? Do you think every cent that I've been given I keep?
I don't know. I'm not your secretary.
I'm telling you now, no, I don't.
I'm sure you dump a lot of it in FTB, which is probably a problem since it's a business. Personal income versus business income should not be mixed. But that's not an issue. People support you because you are FTB. You
And what's wrong
are.
with
Because
What's wrong
it's
with
not
that?
just your stream. Your stream is FTB. Whether you play Grand Theft Auto or not doesn't matter. You are FTB.
Yeah, but it is my stream. It's my name. It's... That's it. It's not like I just played Minecraft.
But you just said you were
It's not like I
separate
just played
things. You're
FTB.
not. You are
right,
the epitome
okay.
of the FTB
No.
brand. You are the pinnacle
Yeah,
of
but
all that is.
that's not my fault.
It didn't say it was your fault, but you can't claim you're
But should
separate.
that prevent me from making a living? Because what would you like me to do? How would you like me to pay my bills?
I don't have a problem how you earn money, but don't claim it's not
But
from
you obviously
FTB.
do have a problem because you're going out tweeting that I'm earning thousands of dollars off the back
On the back of FTB, yes, exactly.
But
You
what's-
are
what's wrong
FTB.
with that?
Nothing.
What's wrong with
But
it?
don't claim you're not doing it.
I never did.
You just did.
No, I'm saying I'm not profiting off FTB directly. I'm profiting off my stream. I can't stop. I can't help who I am on my stream. I can't change it. Would you like me to stream under a different name?
Here's the corollary I'll
totally
draw.
anonymous.
If okay, let's draw a metaphor here. If before this I had never played modded Minecraft, but I was a cool guy, and I'd gathered thousands of viewers over the course of a year, averaging like 200 or whatever, right? Just an average streamer, averaging a few hundred viewers, and nothing big, but somebody noticed me. Let's say Pahamar, who runs Forgecraft. He's like, cool, you're a vanilla guy. Would you like to play on a modded server? Let's introduce you to mods. You're a cool guy, I've been watching you for months. And then my popularity skyrocketed because of Forgecraft. I could not morally say that my surge of success had not come from that. That's what happened with you. You were just a streamer, doing your thing, playing this FTV challenge map and doing things with buddies, averaging about 200. And then you just blew up to thousands.
But-
You cannot claim that wasn't FTB doing that for you.
No, Heph. Right, I know my figures and you don't. I did not just blow up to thousands. I really didn't. I've been streaming for a long ass time and it's been a gradual increase. It's not been an explosion. If it was an explosion on the back of FTB, do you really think I'd only have like 1,000 to 1,500 viewers?
Well, you had
Here's the thing.
that launch party was
Here's
like
the thing,
9,500.
Yeah, that once. That happened once. I've never had anything like that since.
I've refreshed like 6 times. Chat is obviously not going to fucking function
No,
today.
no.
Thank you,
I-
Twitch. You're beautiful.
Yeah. So Bryman's here. In my,
wake up.
so I don't know if you want to speak to him. 'Cause he's
Oh,
like,
we're kind of The words on
here's the
IRC
thing,
last night were pretty
here's the thing,
harsh.
but again, like you said, I cannot stop being the creator of FTB, and I'm certainly not gonna hide the fact that I'm the creator of FTB. But at the end of the day, I'm also not gonna prevent it from me paying my bills, and that's all I'm trying to do. I don't get rich off the back of this thing.
You could if
Yeah,
you
but
wanted to.
could
we've
do,
we've
yeah,
talked about that
absolutely, I
before. You could be a six-figure income off this.
I could do. No, Hep, I'm not going to tell you how, where, and why. I've turned down big money things before.
I know you have.
I'm not going to give you the details. Yeah, if I wanted to get rich on the back of FTB, believe me, I could have done it long ago. But I'm not interested. I'm really not. The only reason I'm turning FTB into a business now is because I can't keep paying out thousands of dollars to keep the bloody thing running, or to get things like, it's like, I'm going to Minecon. Did you think I paid for that? No.
Fuck no.
I was very, very fortunate, and somebody donated
Shit's
the money.
expensive. It's like $1,000 for your trip just to get
Yeah,
there.
but I would like to be able to send people who've worked 40, 50, 60 hours a week on FTB that also can't afford to it and don't have my infrastructure to raise donations
That'd be a business
to
expense.
these conventions. That's the whole point of doing what I'm doing, so I can send these people off to things like this. I'm not doing it so I can make money off of it. Will I make money off of it? I'm sure I probably will make a little bit of it. I can't help that. I'm the owner of FTB. That's just the reality of the situation. Can't change that. That's it. So that's the way that's going to go. But I'm certainly not going to become rich off of it. Am I going to make a lot of money for mod developers? I don't know. But I'm certainly giving it a try by providing a marketplace for them to sell their merchandise. Am I taking a big cut of that merchandise sale? No, I'm not. What am I taking? It's none of your business, quite frankly.
I wouldn't ask.
No, I'm no. But my point is that yes, we are turning into a business, but we're doing it for legitimate reasons, not because we're arses or we're trying to profit off the mods.
But are you doing
And
it to
if
serve
somebody-
the actual player community? That's
Yeah,
what I want to know.
that is the whole.
How do you directly serve the player community by
by
becoming a
increasing
giant
the quality of the
machine?
product we put out there? By increasing the quality of the product that we put out there. That's the answer to your
Do
question.
you really think Minecraft players give a fuck about t-shirts?
No, but I do think that the money that is derived from... Actually, to be honest with you, yes, I do. if you want me to actually be brutally honest with you,
I'm
yes,
sure
I
some of them will
probably
buy.
do.
Well, they'll buy some.
No,
but
no, there's not some of them. Trust me, there's not some of them. We're going to sell out on day one before we've even put them up. Do you know how much the signed t-shirt went for? Did you see
wasn't
how
it
much
like
it went
17,000 or something like that?
No, that we raised $22,000 on a day. Yeah,
Oh
by
yeah, the
way, can you
t-shirt was
tell
like
me
$5
somebody-
grand.
Can you tell me somebody else in the Minecraft community that's raised over $40,000 for charity in the last year and a half? Ah, no, you can't. Because
not
they're
sure.
not there. I think there's one that may have done it, but it's something that specifically.
wake up.
How much have CubeTubers raised? They may.
God, I
have
don't
done
even
it.
know. Fuck.
Yeah,
Probably 100 grand more.
I don't know.
That's
much
over
have
the
Tech
past 2
raised?
years.
Nil. How much has Minefund raised? Nothing close to it. But it doesn't make a difference. I'm not.
Minecraft Forum
don't
should
care
do
about
for
that.
it. They should do charity stuff.
Who cares? It's not important. It's really not. It's good for us. I do it because I want to do it. I have the opportunity to do it, but there's nothing that compels me to do it.
Look, League of
But
Legends
yeah.
raised 100,000 in 24 hours. Holy shit!
Yeah, but,
But how's that relevant to Minecraft?
Yeah, no. My point
It's
here
not.
now is My point here is you're talking about t-shirts. Actually, yeah, there's a lot of people who really want this merchandise, and it's not just t-shirts. And if these t-shirts allow us to raise money in a way that I find a lot more palatable than sticking adverts everywhere,
Nobody wants to see
then I'm going to
advertisements.
use it. Pardon?
Nobody wants to see advertisements. We see enough of those on Twitch.
But there's going to be a couple of adverts, but
Well,
they're
yeah,
going to be
they're going to be
discreet and no
tasteful and
pop-ups
not in the face.
Yeah. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with FTB turning into a business?
Just doesn't
Where's
seem.
your
It just
problem?
doesn't seem player oriented when you go from being this
Well,
awesome
hold on.
machine.
The whole point of us doing it is because the quality that we're putting out now is just, quite frankly, not good enough.
Really? It's not good
We
enough?
know that.
You get
No, it's
millions of
not.
downloads a month and it's not good enough.
No, it's no. Yeah, the downloads are fine, but the quality of the product. Is
Obviously,
not fine.
people are okay with the quality of your product.
I care.
People are fine with it. If they wouldn't play it if it wasn't
I don't-
fine.
Wake
That's
up.
fine. I care. Do you know how many
Whoa.
times we've? Do you know how many times we've put out packs that have been fucked up when we put them out?
Well, blame the fucking
know how
mod pack
much-
team.
Pardon?
Blame the fucking mod pack team, not you. It's not your fault.
No, because it's not just the mod pack team's fault. There are other reasons. There are other things at fault. There are things that
There
we're
is
doing
the only neck it could fall on if you release a
No, it's
broken
not,
mod
actually.
is the mod pack team.
No, because
They should have
the reasons
tested
that
it.
we have No, because the reasons that we have problems is not just because of broken mods. See, there's another assumption.
Maybe if you took more than a week to test a pack, you wouldn't have these problems.
You're missing the thing. We don't just have problems because of things like broken mods. Let me give you an example. We have problems because of somebody's uploaded the wrong thing. That's not the mod pack team. The mod pack team don't even upload shit. It's other people that do the uploads, and they've made a mistake when they upload. I'll give you another example. In the old system on the servers...
Okay, so
when we
now I
upload
can
stuff-
see where you're coming from as far as quality control, because obviously somebody's been fucking shit up all the time.
Well, it's not because of things like that. I'll give you an example. Up until like last week, we used one system on the repo that really fucked things up because it took like 3 hours for our files to propagate across 5 servers all over the world. Because we used an old hashtag MD5 system.
Oh,
Which I'm
God.
sure you understand, but most
Jesus
people
Christ.
won't have a clue. Absolutely. That's a problem. We've now fixed that problem.
Hopefully.
No, we have fixed it. It was fixed 3 days ago. System's working fine now.
Is that why the launcher broke for like 6 hours?
Yes. Because we're doing things to improve
Yeah,
the
I
product.
was trying to grab FTB Unleashed, and
We've got a whole new launcher.
it wouldn't
coming
work,
out.
and I was
Let
like,
me give you another
huh.
thing that you were bitching at me about before. You were bitching at me because we're not supporting new mods. We only support the mods that we've got on the launcher now. Do you want to ask CPW about what we've been talking about for the last week, where we're putting together a pack specifically that only contains mods that haven't been used on FTB before? Just to confirm that I'm not making it up and doing it now. This
I
is
believe
something
you,
already
but
put
it's
in.
funny that this
Then
never
why
came
are
to
you
public.
fucking bitching
It
at me
never
for not
came
doing
to
it?
public light before now.
Because it's not going to be in public light because the pack's not ready.
Don't you
You
think
don't
it's
put things out in the public until shit's ready. Because if you do
Coming
that,
soon?
expectations get raised. You're just delusional, man.
a delusion? If you have a product coming, you should let your customers
Yeah.
know. Like, hey, there's an idea we have. We're kicking it around. It's not ready yet,
No,
but
you
we're
don't do
thinking
that.
about it. Why
Don't
wouldn't
do
you?
that. You've got no idea. When you've run something that's the size of FTB, come back and tell me that shit. You've got no idea. When I do that and things don't happen, we get shit. And we get lots of it. Twitter goes mad.
Don't
When
give an
I
E-
say
don't give an
packs-
ETA.
No, listen, shut up and listen. When I put things out like broken packs, do you think that's totally inconsequential? Or do you realise the fact that actually costs thousands of dollars when I put out a broken pack? Do you
Solution.
understand that?
Don't put out a broken pack.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to do. That's why we're trying to increase the quality of the product.
Then increase the quality
That's
of
why
your
we're
team.
doing this shit. I tell you honestly, Heph, I don't know what happened to you. I'm going to calm down. I really don't know what happened to you. I used to consider you a friend. I used to think that you actually kind of had a little bit of morality about you. But for some reason, you've just, in the last 48 hours, you've self-destructed in a way that I cannot believe is possible. You can have these little sycophants around here that suck your ass. You know, the way that you sucked my dick the last 12 months. But I'm not interested anymore. I'm done with you. Because you're just delusional. You make shit up. You put it out in the public eye. You're drawing attention to yourself. Well, you can do it without me anymore. Because I'm literally done with you.
User disconnected from your channel.
Laughing wasn't going to be my first reaction.
I'm so crushed.
Damn.
I'm crying over here, guys.
Here, I'll toss you a tissue for you.
Can I borrow a tissue, please?
Here, I'll give you a whole truckload of them.
Thank you so much. I need it. Oh man. Whatever.
User was moved to your channel.
Sorry, I just looked at TeamSpeak again. What's up, Fork?
I guess you just missed that then.
Missed
Or
what?
Before you've been listening on the stream.
I can't see stream chat because it's fucking Twitch is being retarded again.
You guys are a little bit too busy for me to try and read anything out of it.
I gave up and closed it.
Okay, what just happened?
Slowpoke and him had a man-to-man
wake up.
chat. I think.
I
I'm
didn't
not
know
really
why.
sure.
Discussion.
Hey, wake up.
To be fair, I give Slowpoke the point, especially for announcing that new product
You
thing.
yeah.
That
Have
the moment
any
they
chance
say
I
something
could
like that.
possibly get voice activation, please? Because push to talk doesn't really work very well on Linux for me.
Sure, give me a sec.
Alright, thanks. End up typing a lot of tildes everywhere.
Tilde. Not using left alt.
I don't know if it'll actually let me. Can you? Is there a TeamSpeak permission node that allows you to ignore or bypass?
You should
Hey,
be able to create a
wake
create a
up.
group specifically for that.
Hey, wake up.
I know there's an actual node you can give somebody that hits like skip or value or
Hey,
grant or
wake
something.
up.
Hang on,
Change
I'll be
his
right back.
client
One sec.
permissions.
Chat's asking if they can have Jada come down here.
No, Jada wants to come down here. She's fine. I don't know where she is though.
She's in default channel.
Yeah, my chat's working.
I've reloaded. I've reloaded Twitch like 6 times, and I said, "Fuck it, whatever."
I'll go through chat every so often.
Hey, wake up.
My chat crashed, so I can't see anything.
User was moved to your channel.
Alright, I guess me and the guy finished talking, and we're gonna send you what we discussed, and I'll discuss it more with you when I get home. 'cause right
Okay.
now I'm leaving.
God damn it, Twitch chat! Why won't you load?
I'll see you guys later.
No, chat is begging to let Jaded come in.
Yeah, that's all they're saying.
User was moved to your channel.
And they're betting.
They're betting.
They're making bets.
What the fuck was that, Heph?
Is there like an echo?
From sneezing.
Yep, sneezing panda.
Sneezing Panda, why are you echoing?
What? Do you listen to yourself talk, Heph?
I can't. It's not really possible.
User disconnected from your channel.
Technically,
I don't really, record myself. It's weird.
Do you pay attention at all to what you're saying?
Like, were you thinking at all when you talked to Slowpoke just now? What was all that fucking tomfoolery? That was bullshit. That's all you had for him just now.
I'm gonna have to 100% agree with Matt here.
I'm sorry, did you talk out your ass that entire time? Albeit I don't get along with Slowpoke, he deserved none of that bullshit. You didn't even know what you were talking about, where he started and how he got where he was. What was
I
that?
missed the whole thing, so...
Hi? Yeah, loud, yelly
You
voice
were
or
being a
something?
dickbag is what you were being, dude. You didn't deserve any of that disrespect. Like, up until this point, we've been civil, but why did you have to be that way?
Hey, wake up.
Can I give you an honest answer?
Go ahead.
Why the fuck not?
Because as a baser of human being, you're not how you act towards another human being who's done nothing to wrong you, and only tried his best to better the community.
Meta, look at the chat. You said you respected him. You were respectful up until now. That is also bullshit.
I haven't been
User
respectful of
disconnected
Heph up
from
until
your
now.
channel.
I've kept my nose out of this the entire time.
General, I'm completely neutral in this matter. I'm giving you my honest opinion.
Alright, hang on. I've had enough of your shit too, because you're on Twitter claiming to be completely neutral as well, and then arguing about fair use, which is completely
Yeah, I was
irrelevant.
going on both sides, man. I was
On
giving
both
shit.
sides, except you
And
were
I was
only
giving them
arguing
shit.
one side.
I want to be on
You
both
can't
sides.
say
Hang
I'm
on.
completely neutral and then make an argument for one side and have it to be valid.
Okay,
That doesn't
I
work that way.
I was totally playing devil's advocate, man. Do you not understand what this means? What that is?
Yes,
at all?
I understand
Neutral
what it
and
means.
devil's advocate are two
But
very
you-
different things.
I'm
You
neutral in
cannot
all
claim
things.
I am
completely
but I'm
neutral
playing against
in an
both
argument
sides
and then
because
argue
both
for one
sides
side.
have fallacies that need to come to light.
User was moved to your
Did
channel.
somebody just say phallus?
Fallacies.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck? Yes, both sides have dicks. That I will agree with. Both sides definitely have dicks on them. But see, the thing is, and I'm gonna let you know this. I think I said this on Twitter earlier. I don't care who's on my side. And I'll further qualify this. I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. That's your problem, not mine. Doesn't affect me one way or another.
No, but you're making it other people's problems. You're starting shit for no reason and attacking people for nothing they've done wrong. Like, you made open attacks against Slowpoke just now. He didn't do anything.
Did you not
Regardless
read
of
my
whether
Twitter
he's profiting
yesterday?
off of anything.
I don't give a shit about your Twitter. I heard all about your stream last night. Of course I've been reading Twitter. All you've been saying is, I start tralalas for fun. That's all you say. I start tralalas because it's the community and I like to troll people. No, that makes you an asshole. That's what it makes you. It doesn't make you intelligent. It doesn't make you better than anybody.
What part of I don't care did you not pick up on up to this point? Obviously you're...
Then don't care somewhere else. Why do you have to bring your fucking baggage into the rest of the community? You talk about bettering the community, and this is how you are. You attack people for no reason
This is not
whatsoever.
baggage,
You
Matta.
don't deserve it.
This is me just having a little bit of fun.
Honestly...
No, it's not fun.
It's fun, trust me. This has been absolutely fucking hilarious. I've been sitting over eating pizza and drinking my soda and smiling the entire time. That's fun.
And you know what? I honestly, at this point,
Because here's I made a point yesterday that the second I would say something about Red Power, everybody would swoop in. Because, like I said, and I'll use the appropriate term because I do respect Jaded as a person, and I am sorry for what I said yesterday, Jaded. You guys circle jerk each other. It really is the truth. All the modders, the big modders, circle jerk all the time. And they all swooped in like buzzards. That says something about the Minecraft community. And it's not positive.
Are you trying to make a point about making positive points? You? Like, what are you talking about?
Heph, why are you just stirring up trouble instead of trying to actually help out the situation?
Because he doesn't care, and that's honestly, I think that's what the point should be here. Like, I don't understand why you don't care, but for some reason you don't, and you really should.
I care about the player. That's it. I want mods to be open. I want them to be free, and I will distribute your work whether you care or not.
In what way, what you're doing, helping the player?
Because the players get mods endlessly.
That aside, you have to forget, all the modders are players too. Like, what do you care about the player? You've attacked everyone on a baser level for no reason and say you care about the player. You wear the community as a beard and attack everyone because you want to have fun.
And
well, I do have a nice beard.
Insulting people and causing drama help the end user.
That's just on Twitter. That's for fun, like I said.
What do you mean it's just on Twitter? Twitter's a huge user base. You hit so many people and you know it. That's why you do it there. Then you bring it to your stream, you try to bring names to get yourself attention. And I've been trying to ignore it the whole time, but this is ridiculous. You've taken it so far.
What names did I bring into my stream?
Are you kidding me? The first stream that you labeled with 90% done Red Power, you name-dropped Slowpoke and Direwolf all day long. And then when they disagreed, or when, Slowpoke disagreed and came in, all you had to say was, that's not what you said. Oh, and then guess what? You're a bad person because you profit off of your own hard work. That's what you had to say to him.
Actually, what I said was that the only disagreement I said about what he claimed was that on the timetable, I wanted to get permission legally from Elrond, and that was a closed conversation on TeamSpeak. Because at first it was just me and Slowpoke. I was like, hey, I got this, mostly running build of Red Power. Mostly. There's still some graphical problems, and they'll be fixed. But in the meantime, see if we can get a hold of Elrond, and I'll continue working on it. A few days later, nothing back. I've asked him about it. There's obviously there's a disconnect from Elrond with the community, and at that point I was like, you know what? I'll just finish it. Fuck it. Whatever. That's all I disagreed with.
You make points to say that was a private conversation, right? Then you had the disrespect to bring it into the public's eye and use it to your advantage just because you wanted to have quote-unquote fun. Okay, so you can't say, I had a private conversation, I consulted with someone's opinion who I obviously cared about, because that's BS, because today all you had to do was rip a new asshole. So obviously that's not all you cared about. You don't care about his opinion. All you wanted was some attention and to have some fun. So don't try and get on your high and mighty horse and act like you're better than everyone else because you started crap. That's all it is. That's all it comes down to. You don't care, so why not start stuff?
Good question. Why not start stuff?
And furthermore, I don't understand why you would go ahead and do something like that when you know, it's pretty much common knowledge, like everyone I've ever talked to knows, you don't get permission from LRM. Like, that the likeliness of that happening is insanely low.
Well, like, regardless
She's
of...
very protective about her mod, and yeah, regardless, the fact that you would go ahead and release it without her permission is very disrespectful.
She's...
And I don't...
Sorry.
I don't. Elaram is not my favorite person in the community. Like, I think the fact that she's just abandoned Red Power is kind of fucking stupid and kind of a dick move on her part. But you don't go back and just completely take that and release your own version.
But it's not
That's
my
even
version.
more of a dick move.
It's her version.
No, like regardless of
but
whether or not you were ever going to get
You're still
permission.
distributing it.
Can I just ask Heph something?
Go ahead, Jade. Sorry.
Are you just doing this for fun? Is that all it is? Is you just are trying to have fun or something?
I'm trying to get people to realize that permissions are fucking bullshit. We don't need them. We're not actually legally required to abide by them. So putting them out there doesn't do anything. You're just being a dick.
The whole point that, except this is the whole point that I've made before. It doesn't matter if they're legally required or if they're none of that.
All I want is for people to be able to play with, distribute, play Minecraft however the fuck they want, whether that means building a pack and sending it to 50,000 people with or without permission. Doesn't matter. You're still getting publicity. It might not be, but like I said to Palomar earlier this morning, you know what? Sometimes you gotta shake the boat and make waves to get things done.
Does it require hurting friends?
Like, there's being productive, and then there's just being, hateful and spiteful.
I can see your point. Like, I guess maybe sometimes you gotta shake the boat and make waves. Fine. But that's not what you're doing here. What you're doing here is taking a fucking nuke and throwing it at the fucking boat.
Yeah, and on your point of legality, whether or not it's legal, we could fight about that all day. I'm not required by law to open a door for somebody. It's just damn respectful. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
These guys make the mods on their own free time and work their asses off for the community. In all honesty, for the community, we owe them that much to at least give them the.
You don't owe them anything. That's the thing. That's a fallacy. You don't owe them jack shit.
Yes, we do. They're providing our time. That's their time. They don't have to do what they do.
Wake up.
Nobody owes anyone anything at all. The modders don't owe the players anything, and the players don't owe the modders anything. But it's very disrespectful for you to go directly against what the modders have asked you not to do.
I feel as a player that I do owe somebody a level of respect because they have shown me something to earn it. They have earned my respect, so I'm going to give it to them. And part of that respect is if they don't give me permission for a mod to distribute it, to rebuild it, to do whatever I want with it, then I won't do anything with it.
Yes.
Again,
it's not about
that's
obligation.
under
it's
the
about
fallacy of
respect
need.
for other human beings.
Yeah, so we suddenly got sidetracked again into the legality side of things, which was what I was commenting on. All I was saying was, does it really require hurting friends and people that, care about you to do it? And if it does, couldn't you do it in a way that didn't hurt your friends?
I've asked myself that the same thing, actually. Probably the last 12 hours or so, after I woke up this morning.
You know me. I'm your friend, and I care about you. And I may or may not agree with what you're doing, because it's what you're doing. It's, obviously I'm not going to come down and go, oh my god, you're doing it right. I think part of it might just be how you're doing it, but that's not my choice. It's your choice, Heph. But do you have to hurt your friends at the same time?
Honestly, probably not. There are probably...
Is it really
There's
that
probably
bad?
longer, harder, more difficult ways to go about this. There's probably easier ways to go about it. And there's probably less damaging ways to go about it. And you can mix all those together into probably 500 different combinations of ways to go around this. But, when I set out... Like I told Palomar, it started out as a joke on Twitter. The first joke tweet. And then it got serious. Because that first joke tweet was, ooh, I have an idea for Ultra Secret Project #1. And then, I didn't know what that was. Like a month and a half ago. I had no idea what the fuck it was. I was just trolling. And then I got to talking with Bryman, and, we noticed that Elaram had noticed that, had decided to play Dota, and said, maybe we should make Ultra Secret Project #1 Red Power. And then we both like, no, we can't do that. And we're like, well, maybe we should. Maybe we can. So we started work on that. So that's where it started as a joke, and then it turned into something that was concrete, or at least sort of. And I'd referenced it a few times on Twitter and maybe made a little bit of an aside on stream, and then.
Heph, is there something in your microwave beeping?
Yeah, my microwave beeped.
Do you mind making it stop, please?
It should be done now.
Okay, thank you.
It only beeps 4 times, but so it started as a joke.
Palmar requested that, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. It started as a joke, and it turned into something real, and it gained momentum, and I found that I had a lot more support than hate. And I'm sorry, but when you have more support than hate, that's kind of the time when you admonish you admonish, that's a bad thing. You adopt the fuck the haters at that point. They're the minority. And of course, when a negative is a minority, that's okay, I guess, because that's a good thing. It means you're doing something right, or at least right in the people's eyes. So, legality aside, morals aside, if this is what the players want, if they want an updated Red Power, is it really that fucking bad? Really?
Morals aside,
you know me,
what?
I don't care about the Red Power part, etc. I'm not going to agree with you on it, and we're always going to disagree on that. That doesn't matter to me. My concern is that in the defense of what you're doing, where you feel that you have reasons for doing it, you feel that people are supporting you, you're attacking people who didn't say anything about it. They didn't say no. They didn't say anything to you in a way that would suggest that they were coming after you. They weren't part of the hater group. They weren't the ones attacking you. They're your friends. Why attack them when they haven't attacked you?
I'll get you in a sec.
I don't understand that.
It's in a situation like this, and this is again, it's not what I want to happen. But situations like this, sometimes people get caught in the crossfire, and I don't want to lose friends.
But you don't have to catch people in the crossfire who are
but-
not involved in this situation in the first place.
Like, all the Red Power crap aside, like, that isn't even... I hadn't said anything at that point. That's a whole different issue.
And I wasn't even finished either.
Okay, sorry. Crossfire? There hasn't been real crossfire in this argument. You've been...
Oh, there's been tons of crossfire. I target one person.
Large groups of people. No, I'm sorry. When
Shut
you
up,
make
Matt.
statements like, no.
Yes, I will fucking mute you.
Fuck Forge
there.
Craft. That's an entirely different thing. Okay? That is large populaces of people that did nothing wrong to you.
I'm sorry. When I make an absolute claim against Eleron, hey, Red Power, and 50 people jump in defending someone who is perfectly capable of defending herself, by the way. She's an adult. You just put yourself in the crossfire, in the firing line. You jumped into the line of fire. Albeit stupidly.
Hey, wake up.
But you did. And, whether or not you agree with that's fine. Difference of opinion, what the fuck ever. But
I have a long list of people in these generalizations. I'm going to interrupt you, and I apologize.
Shall I...
Generalizations of insults on people. Okay?
Shall I give you an example? If I were to say, God damn it, Matabase, you are a fucking piece of shit. Now, I don't feel that way, so just this is an example. If 10 people came to your defense, and then they stepped in to a situation that didn't involve them, they put themselves in the line of fire. It's no different.
2 points. It is very different. 2 points. One, if you make that statement in a public forum, such as Twitter, there is no aimed statement. It may have been aimed at me, but it's in a public space now. If you come to me privately and you want to have something wrong with me, it's different. If they jump in the private conversation, it's Twitter. It's not private. Secondly, you made statements towards people, but when you make statements towards people like Forgecraft or FTB or modders as a whole, there's a very long
and I've
list of
talked
modders.
to Palomar.
Very long list
Forgecraft
of modders
is
that aren't
completely
involved
irrelevant now. It's
Well,
fine.
No. You made that aside. FTB modders, when you make statements towards people as a whole, that's wrong.
The FTB machine.
You can't say crossfire.
It is the crossfire.
No, crossfire is unintentional damage. They were unintentionally harmed. You made statements intentionally towards large.
Let me further reiterate here. Did I talk to the 10 people who came to whatever? Did I intentionally say, hey, you, Red Power, plus you, I'm taking your shit? No. I said I'm updating Red Power.
I don't care about... Yeah, you said... Go ahead, Fork, sorry.
You basically came out and said, fuck Forgecraft, and that group includes Slowpoke and, everyone,
Hey,
all the
wake up.
people on Forgecraft. You basically just come out and...
I mean, I hadn't even stepped into the conversation at the time you said fuck Forgecraft, and
Yeah.
I got
and
caught in that crossfire.
That's not crossfire, that's you aiming directly at Forgecraft and those people responding.
Well, Forgecraft is a
Also,
server.
Heph, could you check your messages?
My messages on what?
Okay, so
TeamSpeak.
you can't say Forgecraft is are you literally targeting a piece of hardware? No, you're targeting a group of people that associate themselves with the Forgecraft.
Actually,
game. You
I
can't
was
pop out and say.
actually
Really, you're
when
attacking it on a hardware level. You're attacking
actually
its
what I
integrity as a
said was fuck Forgecraft, as in the machine, not the physical machine, the entity, the idea of Forgecraft, the community, the thing.
That is a conglomerate of people.
Forgecraft has momentum. FTB has momentum. I don't give a fuck who is listed in that. I'm not targeting them. I'm targeting the actual entity itself. Hey, Forgecraft as a thing that has power, has weight, momentum, has a lot of sway in the communities. Forgecraft has a lot of power. It does. It really does. Forgecraft and FTB have a shitload of momentum. They set the standard, the de facto. It's what FTB and Forgecraft do, and again, Pahmar, I know that we've discussed this, but I'm just explaining to them our conversation. They have momentum, they have weight. What happens because of these two things. When people see a Forgecrafter, or when they see, a pack up on FTB, it kind of sets the standard, which is a good thing, because it does expose things. You expose people to modding. But at the same time, obviously before today, before we found out that this, supposedly, private before this, funny it didn't come to, I've mentioned this many times, but, until I made a big stink about it, it was never mentioned to me.
Well, no, of course it was never mentioned to you.
But see, the thing is, Slowpoke and I do talk a lot. We used to anyway. And he's shared some things with me about things, and I never said anything about them, because they were just future plans. But I've never once heard about this thing.
Correct, but as things like that gain momentum, as you do state very clearly and openly, you cannot just go out willy-nilly and say a project's going to be a thing until you're past the point of conception. Slowpoke is intelligent that way. He can't just say, we're going to come out with this thing. He catches a lot of bad flack if he doesn't. So of course you haven't heard about it publicly, because no one's heard about it publicly outside of the core group of people actually contributing to it. It's not made up because he hadn't announced it today. Yeah, well, of course it's public now. Okay, it's not made up because, I'm not saying it's not, but I'm not saying it isn't either. I mean, it's not made up because you have not heard of it prior to this conversation. It hasn't been poignant until now. You can't use that to attack someone's integrity.
Anyway. So. And this is actually one of the points that we didn't actually get to finish with Slowpoke. Is that I attacked at FTB as a machine, and as the way they run their business. I didn't know the last time that FTB was in the business of shitting on small mods, and that's the thing I'd said, was that it seems, like I said many times, it seems from an outsider's perspective that only popular or big mods, those which are highlighted by Direwolf, or those which procured directly from the Forgecraft, mod pack team, whoever Pahimar has that, puts the mods together on the server. I don't know who they are. I think CPW and Player are one of them, but, whatever.
It's more of a diplomatic process, but yeah, go ahead.
So whatever's procured directly from Forgecraft, or, what, like, the FTB team members see, the problem is that it's a positive thing. I'm not detracting that. It has been positive, but there are so many other things that FTB could be doing, but they don't. And now that they're doing it, obviously brought that to public today, which kind of.
Sure, I'm sure they have reasons for not doing anything they're doing. However, I can say there's a long list of mods that will never go on Forgecraft, from what I can gather. Not saying definite, I'm not an authority, but I can look and have an opinion. Are on FTB and have been on FTB for a very long time.
Considering I only just Twit as, part of the FTB mod pack team, I know what mods are in the list, and I know what mods have been in the list, and I know what mods are in the list, and I know exactly who tested all the mods and who goes through the entire Minecraft forums and finds every mod and tests it and brings it up to slow. It's not what's on Forgecraft. It's not what's brought up by Direwolf. In fact, sometimes it's getting on the FTB mod pack that is where Direwolf ends up spotlighting it. Yeah, he's going to do spotlights for his friends first. That's just human nature. But the idea that they only get into FTB because of Forgecraft, no. They get into FTB because they're a good, stable, interesting mod. There's a lot of mods in FTB that aren't anywhere near Forgecraft, and might not be because, well, maybe the people on don't really necessarily have an interest in that specific mod. It's a server, like any other server. It's got people who are friends. That's it. That's all it is. Well, there's testing and all that, but that's what it is. It's a circle of friends that like to play together. There's mods on there I don't particularly care for. I'm sure there's mods on there that each of the people on there don't particularly care for. But it being on Forgecraft isn't what determines whether it gets an FTB. I mean, there's a lot of, let's see, there's open blocks, open peripherals. 90% of the Magic Farm pack isn't anywhere near Forgecraft. The two things don't have anything to do with each other.
Sorry, Chad, I still can't see you, unfortunately.
When it comes to whether the mods get in FTB or not, does make asking for mod pack permission slightly easier.
I don't know what the fuck is up with Twitch today. I've refreshed like 18 times. This is so bad. Twitch, why you do this?
Well, since we're all throwing in our 2 cents now, I'm going to throw in my 2 cents, wash my hands in the matter, and I'm going to be done. But both sides are right, both sides are wrong. I'm going to give examples because everyone wants examples, but Heph, you are right on the fact that mods are not made for money, or they shouldn't be, rather. They should be made for the community, and they should be kept updated at least for the community. If you're not going to continue to update it, if you're not going to pay attention to it, hand it off to someone else who will. Now, the other side with Slowpoke and all of them, they're also right because, there's the fact that some mods aren't compatible. You want to run something as a business, go ahead, you run that as a business, but, try to keep in mind where you came from and don't attribute everything to your own success if the business is based on something else that became large. But he's not completely wrong. He can do whatever he wants. It's his business. So, yeah. That's my 2 cents, and I'm done.
Maybe it's just my proxy. I don't know. Let's turn it off and see what happens. Oh look. Holy shit. I think I might have chat up. Let's see. Someone say something in chat. Like, do caps lock, if you would. Just Nightbot won't time you out. It's turned off.
No, he'll kill me.
Aw, shit. There it is. Okay.
Alright, I'm back. What'd I miss?
But it is true though, and like I've said before, it does feel like the FTB and Forgecraft. Again, Pahamar, I know we've discussed this. I'm again speaking on the people who've told me how they feel about this. Is that it does feel like there's a lot of circle jerking going on between the two communities. And you said it doesn't happen. And I know it doesn't. You've said this, Pahamar. It's totally cool, but that's how the public feels. It feels like FTB plays circle jerk service to Forgecraft and vice versa.
Okay, so you're saying it can feel like that from the outside, but you do understand that there are a ton of mods in FTB, like extra utilities was found on Reddit before it ever went anywhere near Forgecraft, and it was put in FTB mod packs because it was so awesome. Open blocks was found on Reddit.
FTB is entirely a circle jerk?
From the Technic community, and I adore him.
So you guys can say whatever you want. It's
You know,
fine.
I think the problem, and I just came back, so I may be way out of context here, but I think the problem with what the reason that
Help sell 'em,
there is
man,
this seemingly that the people see this correlation between mods and FTB and mods and Forgecraft is because a lot of the people who make the FTB pack, like, they hang out around people who are on Forgecraft or they are on Forgecraft. So, I mean, obviously, yeah, it's a given that there's going to be something like that. That there is going to be this correlation between mods that are in FTB and mods that are on Forgecraft. Where else, like, both places are going to have similar mods because they're both similar, the same people who are, I don't know how to put it. You get what I mean, right? Like,
I understand, Fork.
I'd really like, I'd just really like to know if,
and this is what I told Palomar personally.
What it appears, right?
Yes, that's what I've said. It appears from the outside, and again, this is what I've heard from multiple people who have DM'd me. I followed them. They DM me. There's a lot of people who have said, "Hey, you're right. It does feel like there's a whole disconnect going on between the FTB and Forgecraft and the rest of the modding community. There's like this huge fucking Minecraft joke here, fucking ravine between the two, and it's really hard to get over that. That's all I think. I'm trying to get that ravine to fucking get just gone. I want everybody to be included. Everything.
Then how about instead of going apeshit and doing what you did, why don't you, like, you know, make suggestions and not be nice about it?
I think I've said this before. Sometimes you have to make wave.
But you don't.
I've said this to Palomar again. If I would to have said in a quiet manner on my Twitter, gosh, I think there's this huge disconnect between modders and players, and it starts, and the line is drawn between FTB and Forgecraft and the rest of the modding community, it would have just been a tweet that nobody read. They read it and like,
I don't know if that's entirely true, and it would have helped to try that first, to be honest. Like, to be honest, you can't say you got to start waves before you, one, actually try something first, and when you actually do rock the boat and make waves, try to make them productive. There's a difference between what you're doing and being productive.
Again, you're nuking the boat, you're not making waves.
Hey, Heph, Mike Spam wants to move down.
Mike Spam?
There's a bit of collateral damage getting involved in this, Heph.
Heph, I think Kojo wanted to join
Shit
as
happens.
well.
Who?
Kojo.
Mike Spam.
I don't know who Kojo is.
Whoever that is. Fuck, I forgot who he is. I'm sorry, Kojo.
Doesn't Kojo make Dravi Draft?
I'm Googling it.
I think he does.
User
right,
is
he
moved
does
to your channel.
Tropicraft.
Yeah.
Tropicraft.
I think I saw
No way.
Yeah, Tropicraft is awesome.
Tropicraft is an amazing mod.
And another mod author who's on Forgecraft that his mod isn't on Forgecraft.
Let's see here.
I don't understand how that works, being on Forgecraft without having your mod on Forgecraft.
Oh, it's like Eddie Ruckus. He's a streamer.
It's about friends.
You don't have to be a mod.
I thought Forgecraft was intended for testing mods.
Doesn't mean you have to make a mod to test a mod.
There's testing that goes on, but it's a group of friends.
Alright.
We have our rotten apples, I'm sure. There's always going to be the annoying, pesky younger brother. Nada. But it's just a group of friends. That's all.
And I'm glad that people can hear that, and that's good to hear. People can hear it's just a group of friends. I think Palomar made this pretty clear to me earlier, is that he doesn't he doesn't know how to go about it, you know. Like he wants people to know that, but he doesn't want to make a spectacle, because it's just a server. But people, they want to know that they're not being ignored. They want to know that there isn't this huge disconnect. They want to know how there isn't, and it's really all it is. It's that they feel this way. It isn't this way. You know, it's good to know. It really is. And I'm with them. I'm sorry. It felt like Forgecraft and FTB was this exclusive club for all the cool people, and then everybody else is on the other side of the room with, you know, their nerd glasses and whatever.
I kind of felt that way as well, honestly.
What, on the TeamSpeak?
That Forgecraft seems to be this exclusive group that a lot of people have been left out of, including me. But, you know, I got over it. Whatever. I don't even play Minecraft anymore. But I think, honestly, the best way to go about it would be to be more responsive to the community and people who ask questions about, like, when people ask, you know...
I want to answer Lex here real quick before it goes off the screen.
Them. Like, explain that, you know, this is...
No, I need to answer this before it goes off the screen. Lex, the only difference between Forgecraft and any other YouTube private server is the fact that the YouTube private servers, they don't have any control over the modding community. Forgecraft does. It shapes a lot of things. Not directly. You know, mods are on there. But you have a lot of momentum, and you have to admit that you do have momentum. You have a lot of swing, a lot of power in what kind of people play, what people see. Thanks to the Forgecraft streamers, you and Marathi and stuff like that. People do see a lot of that, and that's what they think is Minecraft modding. And, you know, it's not your fault. You can't have every goddamn mod on the server. It's not possible. Your server would explode. But people kind of just assume, stupidly I will admit, that that is the de facto, that is what Minecraft modding is, and then everybody else, you know, fuck them. You know, again, not exactly how it is, but it's how it feels. It's a private server with mods that need to be tested by the people that make them, and it's an invite only. But to the public's eyes, it just seems like...
The same could be said, at least, of the private server with friends of Mindcrack, Hermitcraft, the Working Draft server. These are all private servers with friends. Some of them are highly publicized, some of them are not. Some of them are test servers, some are not. There are other test servers that aren't as highly publicized as, you know, Forgecraft, because they don't really have any streamers on it. But it's not that Forgecraft is going out of its way to manipulate the modding community.
Oh, no. But you do have to admit you have sway. You have a lot of sway.
You know, I think that it's, you know, I can be a bit slow in getting my thoughts together.
That's fine. Take your time, Jaded.
It's a matter of, just because, yeah, to the community they have a lot of power, who's to say that they want to use that power? Why should Podmar do something other than provide a server for his friends to play on? Why should he?
Can I jump in here and reply to what Lex is saying? I was just going to say that, Lex, I think that the point that you're missing is that he's not complaining that, you know, what he's complaining about is the fact that, you know, Forgecraft is this huge, just ridiculously popular server. I mean, and everyone knows about it, and everyone knows all the mods that are on Forgecraft, and any mods that aren't on Forgecraft get sort of, you know, completely overshadowed by all the ones that are.
And not by Forgecraft, by the community.
It's not intentional by Forgecraft, on Forgecraft's part. It's just, it's a side effect of the fact that Forgecraft
it's a side effect, not
I don't understand what you aim to do about this, Heph, but I understand the point you're making here is that, you know, Forgecraft has this huge effect where it just completely overshadows other mods that aren't on Forgecraft. It's not your responsibility.
It can't be solved. I don't really think it can be solved.
I don't understand what you aim to do about this, Heph.
But I think that the momentum and the sway and the huge shadow they cast, it somehow something has to happen with mod packs or mods.
So what? Make a suggestion.
Make a suggestion. You're just
what
up
do you
in
want
smoke,
to
so
happen
make a
about this?
constructive
Because
suggestion.
You can't just go around saying, you know, oh, there's this huge issue and we need to fix it and fuck everyone else if they don't fix it, blah, and then not provide a solution. You can't shout to the world that there's a problem and not give a solution to the problem. Nobody's gonna come up with a solution for you.
Well, here we go. This is going to start a whole nother debate again. And this is about permissions.
Why
How?
why are permissions?
How? You talk about the problems of Forgecraft, and then you bring it back to permissions. What? Make a suggestion to better the negative stigma that you say is attached to Forgecraft. Help better
Why?
the negative impact that is being claimed to happening to the community.
Why does it even... It sounds like the only complaint is Forgecraft is popular, FTB is popular, therefore they're negative. What?
Like, no. I see his point here. Like, I see why he's saying these things are negative. They do
I
overshadow
can see
other
somewhat
things.
where he's coming from.
But there's no solution provided.
Flower Child is the creator of Better Than Wolves, Heph.
I know.
I thought you did. But just because it's popular, just because it has power, I have a gun. I know very well how to use it. I can shoot the wings off a fly at 50 paces.
That's pretty impressive.
Doesn't mean I should necessarily use the damn gun to go shoot somebody. Having influence doesn't necessarily mean you have to use it. Or that you need
This is the solution that I was talking about earlier with Pahamar, and Pahamar, if you are here, I hope I have your permission to reveal a private conversation. But
he said he had the logs if you want them.
I have the logs. They're in my IRC. I haven't closed the window. I think Pahamar either. I'm gonna see what's happening on the IRC for a sec here. Where is it? There we go. I want to create a platform where the mods that aren't in the huge, highly popular momentum swing juggernaut machine that is FTB and or Forgecraft by extension, not necessarily by purpose or fault, but like I said, they have sway. It's got to come down to exposure. I want to get people's mods known. I want to get people's mods played. And, it's really the only person who exists that does that, really. Unfortunately, really. With any swing in the community, of course, is Direwolf. And he's swamped as fuck. You know that. Direwolf is... He's probably months... He probably has a backlog of like 6 months. Who knows? But...
No, he only usually has a backlog of a couple days.
I mean, not like backlog of videos, but like things he wants to do at some point in time. He's probably got a freaking planner full of things to do. But
I have something to add to this if I can.
I want all mods to be exposed, regardless of how big or small they are. I want...
When TravaCraft first started out, no one knew about it, and it was just a simple mod that I made in my free time, and I didn't advertise with anybody. I wasn't in Forgecraft at the time. I didn't ask any YouTubers to make any videos. It just kind of blew up on its own because it spread by word of mouth. It spread on Minecraft forums, and people just kind of liked it. And so it's not only the YouTubers and Twitch people that make it popular. It's the mod itself. The mod itself has to be creative enough to merit people making videos of it. And so not all of it is on the onus of Forgecraft and Feed the Beast.
Well, the mod doesn't even have to be popular to get, it needs to be, somebody has to see it who makes spotlights or who streams.
User left
Honestly,
your channel.
streamers are going to have a bit, probably in the way of the influence Heph is talking about. Streamers are going to have, and YouTubers are going to have more of an influence than a server will, because they're seen. another mod pack, etc., is not going to get it out more. More streamers trying out new stuff, this will be better.
And another thing I wanted to say, like, I did hear you mention, like, that you want all the mods to get exposed, but, like, how can all the mods have exposure when, you know, if every mod is exposed equally, then no mod is any better off than any other mod.
And why should they?
I mean,
I think
you can't.
Slowpoke's back.
There's no real exposure there, and the problem is that the Minecraft forums is really just a completely shitty platform for distributing mods and
that's kind of
getting mods
It
popular.
is. It is.
And there needs to be
Unfortunately,
a better
MCF
platform
is
for
terrible.
that. But I mean, the people who develop the mods, you need to go out there and, like, get your mod known. Go contact people, try to, you know, get the word out. Like, when I started Multi-MC, it was tiny and, like, hardly anyone used it, except for the people who just happened to run across it on the Minecraft forums. And I went, and on IRC one day, I managed to get a hold of Direwolf, and he made a spotlight of it. And literally, overnight, it was unbelievable.
I assume this
Like,
is Fork talking. It sounds familiar.
you need to get it.
In chat now.
You need to get your mod out there more. It's not Forgecraft's fault completely that other mods are getting overshadowed. It's mainly it's also the fault of the people who develop those mods, who are not, you know, raising awareness that they have a mod. That, I mean, if you make something,
Hang on, I'm gonna interrupt you for just a sec.
people aren't gonna use it
Just
if
a
no
sec.
one knows about it.
Sorry, back.
You guys need to be like, clean up that chat. It's getting a little personal in there. Stop with
Yeah,
the.
you've been calling me a hoe for quite a while now.
Mine's gone.
What's gone?
Let me see if I can pull the chat back up, because it
died.
disconnected
Yeah.
on me and I couldn't connect.
I've had to refresh twice so far, and it's annoying me.
It's still up for me.
Heph, are you gonna bring in Slow?
He's up there. I didn't even see TeamSpeak. Hang on.
Yeah, he's back.
Yep, there he is. Give me a sec.
User was moved to your channel.
It feels so important being in this conversation, even though I'm not partaking.
Hey!
Amen.
Hello.
I'm sorry, the subject just keeps getting changed now. Apparently, Heph has a solution that he's discussed with Palmer. I'd just like to hear what it actually is. 'Cause I agree with what he's saying with regards to the promotion of mods that get it. I don't disagree with what he's saying there. I just want to hear what his solution is.
It's complex, but it'll take time.
Just come out with it.
It's what I discussed on Twitter yesterday. For fuck's sake, you guys not paying.
I didn't see it, man.
I love how you see the negative, but you never see the positive stuff that I actually say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't pay any
Basically,
attention
remember
to
that
it.
project I came around to you like a few months ago, like in April, and then of course CourseForge came out, and there's Palmar tells me on the back end of CourseForge it's really awesome, but the front end is really terrible for users. They don't know what the fuck they're looking at.
Calm down, right? Because I've calmed down. I'm sorry about what I
I'm
said
sorry.
before.
Dude,
Yeah,
totally.
calm down.
Dude, it's fine. It's whatever.
You've got a solution. I don't remember.
CurseForge is absolutely atrocious for users.
I'm not. I haven't even looked at Curse. I just want to know what this idea is.
It's this. It was before I've even heard of CurseForge before it came out. I guess we were developing it at the same time. I already have the platform mostly built. It's got a lot of problems yet. There's some issues every once in a while with a mod or something not getting the config built properly and and put into the pack or whatever. But basically for the last 6 months I've been working like my ass off, and of course not knowing that CurseForge existed in June when it came out. But I had this platform for large automatic pack building as well as just straight up mod distribution, like straight up. And I had been talking with the AdFly guys, and I'd built some API functionality that allowed me to talk to AdFly directly and generate an AdFly link for a download automatically like that, where you upload a file and boom. So we were doing that, but of course this project got sidetracked and whatever. That's the project that I brought to your attention a few months ago, Slow, and I never got to actually finish it because obviously CurseForge came out, whatever. So I just kind of lost interest. But
I honestly can't. But how does that actually promote those mods? It gives them a place to be distributed, but they're already being distributed. So how does that actually increase their promotion?
that's what I have to figure out. That's the complex part. Is how to
See,
actually bring
I'm
it
not
to
being-
where everybody is like, hey, promotion. You know, I don't know
But
how
you're
to
providing
promote.
something that's already there. Do you not get this? You're providing something that already exists. People have methods of distributing the mods. The distribution of mods,
And
is
those
really
methods are
not a
terrible.
problem.
But
It doesn't make a difference.
Everybody, well, not everybody, but a large majority of people would agree that Minecraft Forums is a fucking joke.
Yeah,
I
right.
think-
Okay. Yeah, go on.
I think the bottom line here is that Minecraft Forums is a terrible solution for, distributing mods and getting the word out about mods, and that ideally there would be something dedicated to, hosting mods and people, making their mods public and promoting them, and,
I can't find the tweet because it's like it's buried. But
Here's
basically,
the problem with what you're saying, Heph, I don't know if you... Right, okay, let me try and explain it like this. It's not your... First of all, it's not your job to determine how a mod is distributed. That's the job of the mod developer, and that's their responsibility. It's not my job to determine how a mod is distributed. It's my responsibility. Let me give you a couple of really good examples of this. The first one is Magic Farm, Jaded's mod pack. Yeah? By what you're kind of saying, you're saying that that should be promoted and distributed in as wide an area as possible. Jaded deliberately does not do that. She intentionally holds it back. She doesn't want it to be distributed.
Slow told me quite some time ago that if I ever wanted to, my Magic Farm would go up as an official FTB pack, and somebody else could take care of the whole multiplayer server thing.
And there's another example is Greg T. He doesn't care about massive distribution. He cares about the user base he's got. Let's give you another example. Flower Child and Better Than Wolves. There was a point where, and Jaded can vouch for this. You don't need to take my word from it. We were literally days away from having Better Than Wolves on the FTB launcher. I mean, genuinely, we were about to get a Better Than Wolves map from FTB, Better Than Wolves on a server with exclusivity that nobody else even imagined. As in, we were going to put his mod up under his guidelines. It was all there, and he pulled out at the last minute because he doesn't care about numbers. He cares about his mod. And what you're saying is that mods... You're trying to tell mod developers what they should and shouldn't do with a mod. And I'll be honest with you, mate, I'm not being funny. It's not your place and it's not your job to do that. By all means, if a mod wants to be put on a place like Curse, that's their choice, and Curse is already there. Believe me when I say, I could easily tell you about the things that FTB are going to do. I'm not going to. The mod developers know about it. There are things that we're doing that is going to change the face of mod development in the next few weeks. These are not small things. I mean, I know for a fact that there's people from Technic watching because they actually showed me a link that proved the fact. You remember I said to you before about donate buttons before FTB existed? They actually sent me an archive before to prove that that was actually true. 5 months after the Technic forums went up, their donate buttons were there. And that's way before FTB existed. But my point is this, yeah? We're about to change the way that mods are distributed for everybody. And this includes the permission system. As in, there's not going to be permissions needed. For any mod that's distributed for the FTB system, they don't need to go out and get permissions anymore because we've done it all for them. We're making changes that you wouldn't believe in the near future that are going to fix your problems that you're talking about. And it's literally going to change the face of modern. But you've jumped on this high horse at like the worst possible time. I'm actually not being funny. If you'd have waited a few weeks till the new launcher came out and the things that we were actually going to do came out, all of your answers would probably, if it'd been asked about with regards to this shit. The red power shit is like, whatever. I don't care about that. I really don't. It's like beyond me. But this other stuff, it's not like you're the only person that thinks this. There are other people who believe in what you're believing too. but you never bothered to speak to us about it. You just literally did this off your own bat. You've never talked to me about this stuff. And I hate to say, these guys will back me up here. I don't have an ego. I really don't. I'm probably the most self-effacing person around. I mean, I could have done a lot of things that I really don't do. I hate to use the power that comes with FTB. I absolutely despise the power that comes with FTB. And I try to deny it a lot of the time. But I understand that it's there. And if you're going to speak to somebody about this type of stuff, the person you speak to is me. Because between me and like 4 or 5 other people, maybe Lex, CPW, a couple of people over at Technic, we're the people who have the power to actually make these changes. This thing that you're doing, nobody's going to care. I hate to say this, I'm not being horrible, I'm really not. But you just don't have the audience that we do. And if you're going to make these things happen, then you need to come to us and make them happen. I would love people to come to me with inspirational ideas that change the way that modding works. Because I'm kind of like you, mate. The only thing I give a shit about is Minecraft and mods and the community and making sure that people can play mods in the best way that they possibly can. That's all. Since I started this, like right back when Direwolf's IRC first started, the only thing I actually ever cared about was promotion of mods and promotion of other people's works. That was the FTB map was designed to promote maps. Designed to promote mods. Its entire purpose was to promote mods. And you've known me since a long time. That was everything I've done is on the back of those first early maps. I mean, Matabase is in the room now, and me and Matabase haven't spoken in a long time. I've been listening to what he's been saying like tonight, and Matabase was there making the FTB Insanity map. He's the same way. He didn't give a shit about any of this fame or money or any of that sort of shit. We just give a shit about promoting mods, and that's all you give a shit about. Well, and then all of a sudden, and you know this is true. It's not like you disagree with me. You know what I'm saying is true. You've known me for the best part of a year. You know what I believe in the. Yeah, you know what I believe. You know what's in my heart. This other stuff is extraneous.
I'm sorry about the mechanical keyboard. You could fucking have a witch hunt for it later. Maybe we'll decompile it and whatever.
I mean, it's like Jay did tonight. Twice. I was listening. And I actually sent her messages, and she tried to do it twice. Twice she tried to bring up points of view. And both times she brought up the points, you changed the subject on her. You wouldn't answer her points.
You didn't change the subject.
Well, other people
Fork
did.
and Mata changed the subject.
I mean,
sorry.
Yeah, it's like, let's answer
talk
these.
About permissions.
Let's answer these questions.
I care about permissions and I care about legality, but that's not my concern.
Here's a good question for you, Heph. How many people that are involved in FTB do you think play on Forgecraft?
Give me a list of their names, and I'll tell you.
I can give you.
I know probably 20 or so Forgecrafters.
Are you ready for the list of the names of people involved with FTB that play on Forgecraft?
It's probably like 5 or 10.
Probably about 8.
Okay, here we go. Here's the list of the names. There you go. That's the list of the names of people involved in FTB that play on Forgecraft.
Currently involved in FTB and access to Forgecraft? Slowpoke.
I'm not on there. When was the last time I logged into Forgecraft?
You have access, is what I said.
Yeah.
Did you post this somewhere?
Post what somewhere?
The list of names.
Why should I?
That there isn't a list of names.
There isn't a list of names. There's nobody on.
Nobody who is currently active in FTB is also actively playing on Forgecraft. In fact, Slowpoke is the only FTB team.
I'm the only person,
on
yeah.
Forgecraft.
And I haven't been on there in weeks, if not months. Would you like me to give you the list of mods that are in FTB that aren't involved in Forgecraft? Because there's a long ass list.
That's a pretty
you would talk about small mods that don't get see the light of day on FTB. Can you explain extra utilities for me? Can you explain Mikey Moo's mods for me? Open blocks. Do you want me to carry on?
I'm pretty sure Mikey was part of FTB, wasn't he?
What do you mean, part of FTB?
No,
He's had that little red tag on the
jaded ladder
FTB.
block that he made. I found Mikey by going to, actually it was through the Technic crew, because I was hanging out with them and talking to them. And Mikey was there, and he said something, and I made a suggestion for a mod, and he made the jaded ladder, and I loved it. And the next thing I knew, he was talking to me about this open blocks mod, and I loved it, and I brought it up, and Slowpoke loved it, and it went in the FTB packs, and then...
I think I was actually on TeamSpeak with you that day.
Should we keep going, because the list is long? Modular power suits.
Also found through Technic.
Okay. Thermal expansion. I can keep going all day, you know. I'm not being funny. There's 80 odd mods, and half of them were on FTB before they were in the Forgecraft. I'm quite happy to do this. Everything that my Raffies wrote. Obsidian Plate is a mod that I designed. Or rather, no, it's a mod that was on Technic that I asked to be, or rather, I think it was actually, I tell a lie, I think it was Jaded who said.
Obsidian Plates was a mod made for me to replace
Yeah, it was Jaded.
I missed from Better Than Wolves.
Yeah.
Marathi made it for me, gave it to me. I was all squee and happy, and you looked at it and were like, well, that's simple. We're putting it in FTB.
We don't put only big mods in FTB. There's 80 odd mods, and I would say maybe 20 of them are big mods. We put a lot of small mods in FTB. Absolutely, I'm not going to lie to you. We don't put every mod in FTB. There's a very specific list of mods that put in there, but is it because it's on Forgecraft? Absolutely not. And I actually resent the implications that I look to Forgecraft for mods, because I really don't. Parmar is in the room now. He will confirm this. There are mods that are not. He's not in here, but he's in your. He's watching the chat. He can confirm this. There are mods on FTB that we have thought would make a good fit to Forgecraft, and I've asked him to put them on Forgecraft, and he said no, because he doesn't feel that they would be a good fit. I'm not going to mention the mods. It doesn't make him a difference, but he can confirm that's happened. The connection between FTB and Forgecraft, the only connection, is the fact that a couple of people in the past and in the present that are connected to FTB also happen to play on Forgecraft. But with regards to the choice of mods, we have no interaction with each other. And Parmar is sitting there, and he can confirm that. You've known me long enough to know that I'm not telling a lie. We don't confer in any way whatsoever. Never have done. The only reason I'm even on the Forgecraft server, it's got nothing to do with FTB. It's to do with the fact that I've known Parmar for the best part of 18 months. We've got FTB staff that have asked, and I've asked, to go on the Forgecraft server, and he said no. Let me give you a perfect example. CWW, our senior mod developer guy. I could the senior mod developer guy when he was around. I really could have done with having him on the Forgecraft server. It would have helped us so much. I asked for him to go on there. He was refused. Because being in part of FTB gives you no right to be on the Forgecraft server. Nothing to do with each other. Paul will confirm that.
Well, and I quit FTB, and Palmar did not immediately ban me from Forgecraft.
Well, that's because he owns the server, so
I think one of the issues here, though, that Heph brought up earlier was that from the outside, it seems like Forgecraft and FTB are like the same thing, and they're all.
But that's not our fault.
But how can you castrate Slowpoke and Palmar in the community for that?
We've done many things. Yeah,
I'm just saying that he did have a point earlier when he said that it kind of does.
But that's not our fault. We go out of our way to make it clear that they're separate. I mean, literally out of our way. We've done it many times.
It's just as valid to say Forgecraft and FTB are linked as it is to say that because Slowpoke and I hang out on TeamSpeak and flirt, we're getting married tomorrow and having babies.
I understand.
These
that
things
it's
don't
not true.
have to
You
mean
heard it here, guys. Jaded Cat and Slowpoke are getting married and having babies.
Kind of looks like it.
That's not our fault.
I understand that. I'm not saying
You can't
it is.
help it. It's like
I'm
you're
not
saying
it is.
I mean,
I'm not arguing for.
I know. I say another thing that kind of puzzles me, and honestly, maybe it's my naivety. It maybe really is, because I understand that within our community that Forgecraft is this big thing. But I look elsewhere. I mean, I do actually still visit the Minecraft forums and stuff like that. And maybe my impression is wrong, but my impression is that outside of our community, Forgecraft isn't really that big of a deal. Maybe I am wrong though.
It's not. No, it's not. I've never heard it mentioned outside of the modding community.
Just not even in like the entire. It's like half the mods don't have a freaking clue what Forgecraft is. I mean, there's a lot of people mod developers I've spoke to that said, "What's Forgecraft?" Most of them know what FTB is because we have this. I mean, it's like Forgecraft maintains a presence nowhere, as far as I'm aware. Maybe somebody can correct me, but
that's actually surprising.
There's no presence on the Minecraft forums. They don't actively recruit because it's a closed server. The only real public eye to Forgecraft is Severus puts out the occasional video, Direwolf does his series, and that's. Is there anything else? I don't know. Can anybody? Does anybody know of anything else?
Streams, I guess.
Well, that's kind of the same. Sorry, Direwolf. So outside of Direwolf Sorin, and that's like what, a couple 100,000 people, which in the Minecraft terms is not that big of a deal.
Wait, how many? How many people?
It's a couple 100,000 people.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh my god, never mind. I thought you said the Forgecraft community is 100,000. Like Jesus Christ.
No, I'm saying there's probably maybe 300,000 or 400,000 people are aware of what Forgecraft even is, which in Minecraft terms is a tiny percentage.
Probably a tiny percentage. I don't know. How many actually Minecraft players do you think are modded compared to this one?
See, oh no, I don't. There's no think. We know.
Oh, you know.
Oh yeah, it's about 50% of people play modded Minecraft on a regular basis. There's no thing. We know what.
Is there like a number on that?
Pardon?
Is there like a number on it?
Yeah, it's 5 to 6 million.
That's a holy shit.
Yeah, and you take 5 to 6 million
compared to 1 year ago when it was like 1 million.
Yeah, but look what 5 to 6 million is, and then look at like 250 to 300,000, which are probably aware of what Forgecraft even is.
What is that?
It's like
18%. Something, I don't know.
No, it could be stupid. Where are you getting 18%? 5%, man. 5-6%.
300,000 out of 2 million? Oh wait, never mind. We're talking about 6 million.
No, 5 million.
That's not much at all.
Yeah, it's like 5%. It's like nothing. Forgecraft is not this huge thing that everybody. It's a. Don't get me wrong. It's a big thing with us. It's a thing that actually helps us more than you could ever know because of the amount of work that goes in there for server optimization.
But do you know how many people know of FTB in that 6 million?
Well, yeah. We've had 3 million unique users.
Exactly.
A lot more know FTB than Forgecraft.
Huge majority.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean,
and that's where your power and momentum comes from, and that's what I'm concerned about.
Here's the thing. Well, hold on.
Not from a negative standpoint. It's just you have all this power.
Let me ask you this. Right? I'm going to say something. I don't know if Olaf is still watching. I know he was. You don't need to. He's somebody from Technic. Okay? Technic has done a lot lately to repair their image. Like, a lot. And that we've never really had to repair our image. If there's going to be this sort of power in the community, whose hands would you rather it be in?
Between Technic or FTB?
Well, let's take FTB for a start. If it's not in my hands, whose hands would you rather it be in?
The power? Like if you were like putting it like a power is a thing, and you were saying who should go to.
Influence on the community, shall we say? See, yeah, influence on the community, shall we say? If it's not in mine, let's be really fucking specific about this. If it's not in my hands, whose hands would you rather it be in?
Can I give you a trolley answer and a serious answer?
No, give me an honest answer. Give me an honest answer.
Okay, first, I'll give you the honest answer first. To me, I think that power and momentum should be, like, not one person.
I can give you.
not
I
one
can give you a
entity.
couple of names. I can give you one. Actually, no. I can give you maybe one.
Give it to Lex. Fuck it. He deserves it.
Nah, no. And Lex is watching.
Well, let's
No.
give it to me.
Here,
No,
give it to
let's
Jada.
not give it to
Give
Lex.
her the power and influence of 3 million people.
You know who it should be in? If it's not me,
The players?
CPWs.
Really?
No, CPWs.
I agree.
Because CPWs like me. Yeah. Here's the thing for you, Hex. And again, there are people watching, and there are people in this room who can confirm this. I am more independent than anybody else that you know, and I will prove that point. I've shouted down Lex, a friend of mine, in order to promote Flower Child. And Jaded Cat's here. She was there. She can confirm it. I literally shouted down Lex and told him no in order to promote Flower Child's rights.
Really?
And if I'm going to do that with those two people, I'll do it with anyone. That's my point. I make it a point all the way through every decision I make to be independent, to not let my friendships get involved in my decisions. I've always made it a point to do that.
He has a point there.
I do not let my friendships get involved in the decisions I make. And I always try to make the best decision for the community in large. Not for me, not for FTB. Because I've made decisions that have hurt me, and I've made decisions that have hurt FTB. I'm hoping Golaf is here. You know? There are times like when I went on the Technic forums, there are people who telling me, no, don't do this, you shouldn't do this. Because of their reputation, and they don't. I'm not interested in fighting. I'm interested in peace. I'm interested in the community. And I'm not being funny, Heph. You've known me long enough to know that this is true. That everything I do is for the Minecraft community. Because I love it to death. It changed my life in ways that you could never imagine. And I'm not being funny there. It genuinely changed my life in ways that you could never imagine. I owe it a debt that can never be repaid. And everything I've ever learned through all the things I've ever done, I try to put it back into FTB and into the Minecraft community. And this isn't some sort of sob shit story. This is fact. And the people around me know this is fact. This is why at least I hope, this is why people actually like...
I gotta address this question. Is there any influence on the monetary aspect from a business standpoint? Obviously, it does help you. Obviously, the more money FTV gets, the more influence. What do you mean by an influence?
Can you define what you mean?
It said I'm gonna take it from a not trolly way that was worded. It said that this is what it actually said. Slow, you forgot to mention you do it for the money. Now I'm gonna take that, modify it a little bit, and ask it in a respectful manner. Is there any bit of that is a monetary aspect, an influence to drive you to do this to keep FTB in business?
What financially for me?
I honestly don't know how to really answer that, what they asked, but I would think maybe it was just for FTB. I'm not sure.
All right, here's the thing.
There's got to be a huge financial incentive, and now whether or not it's personal or business, I don't know.
All right.
Well, you said right now you make more money off of your stream than you do on FTB because it's not actually fully there yet.
I don't make any money off of FTB.
But you will.
In fact, initially FTB is going to cost me money.
Yeah,
I'm not going.
Yeah, you've been bleeding money on that part of it.
Yeah, I'm not. In fact, no. Even when we convert to a business,
you're going to still bleed
FTB
money.
Is going to. No, I won't bleed money, but it's going to cost me money. But I'm not going to explain why here because that's stuff between. Basically, to give you an example. This is not something that's like a thing. But I want to so people can actually understand this. I've always said the first things I'm going to do, if I ever did monetize FTB, would be hire a lawyer, hire an accountant, copyright and trademark FTB.
That's going to be tough.
Okay. They're the first
didn't we discuss that it was kind of hard to trademark something that's involved
but beyond that, but because it's gone beyond that now. Because the next thing is do you remember I was saying to you earlier about us selling merchandise for other mod developers? My intention is not just to have that for mod developers, but also mod developers, streamers, YouTubers, anybody who wants to sell merchandise through our site.
Like Bacon
I
Toad.
want to open it up. Yeah, I want to open it up
I
to them
think
because
he
we
had
have
he had
this massive
expressed
market.
he didn't.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, here's my point. There's a point to this. Google Chrome is crashed. Okay, fine. There is actually a point to this, and
I
the
just
point
lost
is
chat
this.
again.
Yeah. For me to do, for instance, if I want to like have you as a streamer have designs up on our shop, which we sell, I need to have terms and conditions which you agree to on my site.
No dicks.
That's $1,000. That's $1,000.
The terms and conditions is $1,000.
It's $1,000 for me to have those terms and conditions on my site. Is $1,000.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I'm on my.
Why
on
does
my,
it cost you to put
on
text
my
on your site?
life, it's $1,000.
Because of
for
the,
me
the registration, or what?
No, because because I have to pay a lawyer to write them up.
Oh, legalese.
This has
Okay.
never been done before.
No, I thought you meant like it cost you money to just write like some text rules.
This has to be
you mean
written up
like
by a lawyer.
ratified? Okay.
Yeah, it's been written up by a lawyer. I'll carry on. A copyright and the trademarks for your. This is just European and American protections. That's $3,000 right there.
Chat went down. Don't refresh anybody. You will regret it. Just don't refresh.
Okay, we'll keep going on. Yeah. I need to set up a licensing deal with the people who are actually going to be printing the T-shirts for me and for all of the mod developers and streamers and stuff. That's another $1,500. I haven't even started them at $5,500.
Can I just interrupt you for just a second?
Yeah.
All right. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I went about this the wrong way. There you have it. Sent this to Pahamar 6 hours ago. I went about it the wrong way.
Okay.
There are better ways to do this.
Fine, that are fine. But if you knew that already, then why is it 2 hours ago you're attacking me and FTB?
Because we hadn't had a chance to talk yet, and I think at least we get our feeling. Oh, look, here's the thing. If we hadn't had a chance to talk yet, I need to at least get my thoughts out. And you have a right to get your thoughts out as well. We need to absolutely sit down man to man and talk, and we did that. Now they know how you feel, now we can talk.
See, here's the thing. You know all this money I'm talking about, these thousands and thousands of dollars? I have to pay all this. And I may not sell a T-shirt. If I don't sell a T-shirt, I'm thousands of dollars into debt. That's how committed I am to FTB.
You can use your...
There's no guarantee that I'm
you
going
can't,
to sell
You
shit.
can't use your name to promote it. The
Pardon?
Slowpoke 101 T-shirt coming today, etc.
No. What I'm saying is when I convert FTB to a business, it's getting converted into a business. It's a sole trader initially. Not permanently, but initially, it's a sole trader business. It's all in my name.
Like
until we can
LLC
verify, until we can verify that it's going to make 100. This is to give the math. Until we can verify that it's going to make $100,000 in a year, then it's in my name. And what that means is that any debt that accrues is in my name, and I don't get to write it off. If I'm committing myself to thousands and thousands of dollars worth of lawyer fees and accountants fees and stuff like that, and I don't know if I'm going to sell a T-shirt. And the T-shirts right now are the only thing that are going to support FTB, because I can't confirm I'm going to earn a penny off the sponsorship. The ad blocks mean that money from advertising is completely crippled because 80% of people use ad block. So we don't know if we're going to make a cent off of that.
I hope you do.
Believe me, I hope I do. But
at least break even, you know.
I don't care.
Well, you can't do it from a survival standpoint, though, Slow. If you don't break even, you're fucked.
Yeah. This is how much of a risk this is for me.
But why would you take that risk if there's no...
Because
you don't know you're going to have anything.
Do you want me to give you the brutal, honest truth? Because in my entire life, I've done nothing but... I've never ever
Did you play safe?
Oh, no. I'm not a safe player. I'm the opposite. I've walked out of everything I've ever been involved in. I've run guilds at the highest standards. I've been involved. It doesn't make a difference. Here's the point. In my entire life, I've never been as passionate about anything as I have been about this. Never. It's the only thing there are decisions and things I do in FTB that defy me because they're not me. And I'm not joking here. Like, the things I do in FTB just seem to work. I don't know why, I don't know how. They just seem to work. And there's no way in hell I'm giving that up. Because it's the first thing I've done in my life that's actually worth something. And I intend to make sure it stays. And I'll sacrifice everything for it. Literally everything. There's like maybe 2 or 3 things in my life that I'm not going to sacrifice for it. But other than that, my entire life, I'm doing things, I'm making decisions that not for my benefit, but they're for the benefit of FTB. You have no idea about the things we're doing in the future. The things I have planned to do. And they're going to benefit me in some respects, because financially I'm going to be a lot better off than I am now. But the sacrifices that come with the benefits way outweigh it. Way outweigh it. Like you wouldn't believe. Jaded has a fairly good understanding of the things I've given up and the sacrifices I've made. But most people never will, because I'm not about promoting it. It doesn't make a difference to me. It's not important. The only reason I'm telling you now is so you can have a kind of understanding of what this actually means to me.
Well,
it's the most important thing in my life next to my partner.
It is. I guess that's where our opinion of this differs, but and not that I don't agree with you being having something that's important to you. Just this to me is fun. This is not.
No. This isn't fun for me. This is life, and it really is life for me. It's like. This is gonna sound so cool.
You asked me.
So
you asked me why I was willing to do this, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's the answer. Because there is no consequence for me. It's fun. If it crumbled away, it's just one less thing I can do for fun. I have other things I can do for fun.
This isn't fun for me. This is a passion. It's my life. I spend 16 hours a day doing shit that's either FTB or FTB connected or whatever. It's all connected to Minecraft in one way or the other. Most of my life is revolves around FTB and Minecraft and everything to do with it. I've never encountered a community like this. There's like, I'm not saying this for the benefit of the people watching the stream. There's like 100 people watching the stream. This is never going to go beyond those 100 people. Nobody's ever going to hear this. I don't do what I do for me. I do what I do for everybody else.
Actually, it's more like 460.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I can't even load up my page. My page is white.
Yeah, I'm literally not looking at the numbers. I don't care. The numbers aren't important. The point is
I haven't been able to reach chat
the
for
only
10
person.
minutes.
The only person I'm talking to right now is Heph. Everybody else in this room, like Jada, doesn't need to hear this. I hope she already knows this. There's other people that are watching.
Because you keep trying to shove that passion onto me.
Yeah, there's other people watching the stream.
He's like, here, Jada, take some of the passion. No, you're going to take. No.
It's like, honestly, Heph. I mean, again, I hate to keep going back to me and Jada, but me and Jada have spoken a lot about this over last week. Up until a week ago, I honestly believed, sincerely, that you felt the same way as me. And I'm going to say something now, and if it's wrong, it's wrong.
But, do I need to mute the stream for it? Is it personal? Is it something we've discussed?
It's personal to you. It's personal to you.
So
you
then
decide
I might.
whether you want to mute.
Give me a sec. If it happens to be not mutable, then I will unmute and you can repeat yourself. But just out of precaution. Okay. Be right back, everybody. Okay, should be good. I think the stream's on me today.
So yeah, people have gone to talking about 3D printing a new Mona Lisa now.
And
apparently.
one person thinks you died to preserve the secret. The screen lies.
Okay.
She died to
Directly reading from
protect
chat.
the Declaration of Independence.
Was Nicolas Cage running after you too?
Dude,
Yeah.
if Nicolas Cage is running after me, I would probably run for my life. He's got one of those faces that just scares me.
What is this straw poll that people keep
That is
linking?
the best poll ever.
I can't fucking see chat. It's so annoying.
Oh. I'm gonna go for
This,
the second.
this is what it does. Look at, see that? This is what it does every fucking time I refresh. It just sits there and spins its gay little wheel.
Can the stream hear us again?
Yeah, everybody's can hear.
Well, I can see the stream.
I can see the stream,
You missed it.
but I can't.
I can see the chat.
Yeah, so can I.
I don't
Must
know
be
if you
nice.
refreshed your page once or something.
I've refreshed it like 10 times.
Everyone, badmouth Heph in the stream chat.
I haven't touched the stream window since the first time Slowpoke got in there.
Yeah, is yours working?
I think we're good. I'm not sure. I don't
yeah,
know.
I think that's why. Yeah, if you haven't touched
Do I
it.
really need to log out?
Sounds on.
My chat's been on and off, but it's working right now.
So you're gonna come on the Minecraft server now?
Yeah, all my machines are running. It's fine, guys.
We've got some IC2 set up as well. Though power, I don't know how it's gonna work out, seeing as it's just working
solar
off of...
right now.
I think Slowpoke AFK'd for like 2 seconds. I don't know if he's making coffee or whatever the hell he's doing.
Heph, no,
There
bottom
you
of
are.
TeamSpeak, man.
Hi. Okay.
Bottom of TeamSpeak.
I didn't know where you went because you left.
Yeah,
when
I was
Jada
here.
talking.
Just read it.
Because I think it'll just have to be like a sleeping dog's lie kind of thing. If you've ever heard that expression, I hope you have.
Let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah, that one.
What if they like to sleep standing up?
Oh, for fuck's sake, don't tear it apart.
I've already rocked the boat. No need to wake up the dogs too.
Man, I've already said it. We nuked the boat.
Yeah, the boat doesn't even exist.
The boat doesn't exist anymore. Yeah.
So wait, if the boat is gone, does that mean the spoon is gone?
And
Well, the
only
spoon
forks
wasn't
are left.
Was there ever a spoon?
Good question.
Then who was Fork?
What?
I don't
Stream
know.
is alive, but there's still a fork.
I seriously, I'm sitting here refreshing and does nothing. Makes it worse, probably.
Right, I'm gonna leave you guys to it.
Right.
Alright,
bye.
See you later.
Have
See
a
you,
good
Slowpoke.
whatever time it is in
Later, Slow.
wherever you are.
User disconnected
It's
from
like
your channel.
probably like 3 in the morning. I think he's like 7 hours ahead of me. I think. I'm not sure though.
Hey, does anyone on here have an RE battery just sitting around? Because I need one for the wire mill.
Well, I do, but it's not in your server.
Watermills. I just don't touch those. They're not worth it.
No, wire mill, not
Oh,
water mill.
wire. I don't know. I can't get anywhere on this f***ing plate thing.
So,
So
Heph,
that
how
was
was your
interesting
day?
to be able to hear.
What? Sorry. I was looking at my pizza and not paying attention.
Oh, I just said, how's your day going?
My day's going fine. It's getting a little dark a lot sooner than I wanted to. Bye, Fork.
Bye.
What kind of pizza you got?
User disconnected from your channel.
Pepperoni, like always.
Why would you
It's
ever
the
eat
only
anything
real
else?
kind.
Dude, it's the only kind that's really relevant, isn't it?
I don't know.
The,
Hey,
the
does
only thing
anyone
better
have
than
a
pepperoni
dinosaur
pizza
sitting
is like meat lovers because it's pepperoni pizza with more meat.
I had chat for like 10 seconds, and then it fucking died again. Thank you so much.
You guys want to hear
You're
the
welcome.
best pizza?
This is all I saw. Frog Z
User
says straw
disconnected from your
poll.
channel.
Indie Games fan says Allison Sand, you call me Indie, and then Z Care said combat wise at least, and then it died. I got 3 lines of chat.
Oh, hey,
It's
I see those
because
3 lines.
worlds.
Don't worry, you're not missing much. Q.
I don't know.
That is the best straw poll ever. That is awesome. Let me see. What is my favorite name for me? I'm gonna have to go with Heffy Poo. Yep.
Oh, I missed that one apparently.
Apparently Haffinator is the winning.
Happy Poo's about to go up. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah,
there it
hey,
is.
there it goes. Funny how my opinion sways the poll on my own name. It's weird how people do that. I don't want to be against Heph. I don't care if you're against me or not.
Because you know, it's like you're totally gonna find out who voted against you in an online straw poll.
Yep. I'm gonna contact the developers and like, hey, what's this straw poll number? I need their IP addresses.
That would be amazing and
release them
scary
on
at
your
the
stream,
same
too?
time.
What's that? We got like 3 people talking at once. What?
Oh, I
Don't
just
think
said
anything relevant
contacting
was
them
said.
about. Okay, are we all gonna do this every time one of us tries to speak? We all decide to speak.
Of course we will.
I like that when I refresh, I get chat for a second, and the first thing I saw was Resin saying Hole is talking sense, and it died again.
Who is Hollow? Oh, never mind. I see it.
Oh god, there's a creeper following me. Oh, you.
Doesn't
Why is
sound
there a
like he's
picture
following you anymore.
Why is there a picture of Conan O'Brien on here?
Conan O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien is the
I
last
think it
airbender,
is.
dude.
It looks like it is. It's too tiny to see. Her joke.
So who decided skeletons can have better aim than most humans?
Dinner
That was, yeah.
They also have larger knockback.
There's some.
They also have a faster firing time as well. Remember?
There's like a white knight in the chat. It's hilarious.
You've never used Greg Tech, you say. Well, get ready to be just like, huh, this is way more expensive than it
You
should
guys
be.
gotta read chat for me. I don't know what's going on.
All you guys sitting here wanting a mod update, please leave. Imagine this. You make the best mod in the world. You were super effing
Next.
famous. You simply stop updating because of IRL stuff or Dota 2. Come back and see someone looked at your source and updated it. First of all, it took you at least a year to make that best mod. How would you react? Sorry. I was like, White Knight.
Well, I don't know. I disappeared for over a year.
Let me guess. The Elo Knights have
Yes.
come out.
At least one of them. Minecraft 4455.
That's so cute.
Did they promise you a
Such an original
sandwich?
name.
That was so stupid how everyone started complaining just because you said that one thing.
Which one thing? What did I say?
Something
Oh,
about
yelling at the
blowjobs.
White Knights saying that Elo didn't promise them BJs.
This is not where I was the last time.
Calling you a sexist pig.
Guys, why am I not here the last time?
Your bed is obstructed.
Where the fuck is the shit that we were... Why am I in the middle of ice
You're only 600
plains
blocks away.
from
Just
my latest
teleport
death?
yourself over here. It's not like it's game breaking.
Just slash spawn or something.
I don't have that ability.
Why don't you have an ability?
Because I'm not that cool. I think you're lying. I really don't have any idea. Hey look, there's a fucking village.
Why are we whispering?
Whispering is fun.
It'll make the chat mad.
We should keep whispering.
I know. I agree. Wait, why are we whispering again?
Whispering's fun.
Oh yeah, it is.
It fucks with people.
It's all hissy.
I'm 600 yards from getting death. Oh my god.
I think they like it. They want us to continue.
Look, another fucking ravine.
Paying attention.
Hey, can anyone pass me a diamond while I'm standing here in this crafting table?
Do you know where a diamond is?
No, sorry.
What's a diamond, Kappa?
Still don't know
Kappa is a Twitch face, you silly shit.
Who is a Kappa?
Not like I know any of that.
Why is my FPS so low? My FPS is 120. Fuck off. Your shitty ass internet connection can't handle my fucking 5 megabit 1080p.
Hey, do you have Forge IRC
I would love
installed?
your 5 megabits.
Do I have what?
Where would you get this?
Do you have Forge IRC on your client?
No.
Do not install it. You do not want to install it.
What's wrong?
It is literally the worst invention ever.
I prefer to use Twitch TV IRC by Clutch because Clutch is awesome. Yeah, your 16 megabit upload won't help you if your download can't keep up.
Do we seriously have 0 diamonds?
Well, you have them. They're just all in the ground.
Didn't insult my viewer. I insult my viewer's shitty computer and/or internet connection. One of the two.
A little bit of both, actually.
Hi, Sarah. My chat's working. I wonder how long it's gonna last. Let's take a straw poll. How long my chat lasts?
One of you guys in chat, get on it.
Do it.
If you think Heph's chat will last long enough to read the straw poll,
yeah,
for
that's.
the diamond. I got one.
I was actually thinking
Cool.
about doing that myself, Gunther, because.
all right, now we should have.
Are you using
the-
TCP relay?
Either the wire mill or the plate bender. I can't remember what I was building. Wire mill.
Probably wire mill because I was gonna work on the plate one and just running out of shit.
Hey, Saito.
Slash not doing anything.
So, apparently Pahimar is talking about renaming Forgecraft.
Yeah, I thought he's asking people if they want the old Pahicraft made name.
Where are you seeing this? Just
Twitter. Twitter.
Oh, well, I don't look at Twitter hardly.
Did you say Twitter?
Don't go start more shit already. At least wait 24 hours.
Hang on, I gotta see this. We got straw polls.
Ask.fm/Pahimar.
Hey,
Girl.
if anyone's making wires for any reason, use our wire mill. 1 ingot turns into 3 wire.
Instead of 3 and a 6.
Yeah.
I keep needing to make so much refined iron.
I'd say it's coming pretty nicely, if you know what I mean. It's always coming.
Let's see if I can remember my Ask.fm stuff.
Oh fuck! I caught on fire. No! Damn you! Shit! Oh, good. I'm not dying. Yay! Actually, as of today, GTA 5 is the most, popular game on Twitch.
Well, that makes total sense, though.
Indeed.
You can come join us in the ravine there, Heph?
I'm gonna join you in the ravine. After I steal all your food.
I don't know whose food that is, but go ahead.
Where's Harvey Dent?
He's in my butthole right now.
Sounds like a good time.
Hey, Care Strike.
What does it take to get invited there?
Wait, what? Yeah, wait 20 minutes, and League of Legends tournament starts, I think, and then.
Well,
yeah.
I think DreamHack might still be going on, so those are going to be more streams.
Fuck, where was that? Which block was this on, guys?
What block was what on?
User
the
disconnected
grass
from
one.
your channel.
That one, or the one over here?
No, to the left.
Damn it.
What was the last one you broke?
There you go.
Hey, Heph,
Close
is there any reason why we don't have extra utilities?
Because penis.
Good enough for me.
Penises said no, and the penis is one.
Okay, we have a straw poll now.
Because I'm just really missing the endothermic pump.